This is Resident Evil 3 Remake. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. We're starting with the regular default type modes. What are we getting here? It's a 4K resolution, native 4K resolution, but it's like a checkerboard type, I guess you would say upscaling or reconstruction technique that is used to achieve it. Similar with the other modes that are present, but it is 60 FPS. There is HDR support. There is the fact that I'm going to die tragically because I didn't start moving right off the bat. There's faster loading. And we also get things such as, well, there is a ray tracing mode, which we'll show in a little bit, and a 120 FPS mode, which is really cool too. So let's get in here and keep running away from the Nemesis. What is that going to do? What's throwing that sign going to do? So there's HDR, there's spatial sound, there's Dolby Atmos support. It's got a whole bunch of cool features. It's got a whole bunch of nice upgrades. You get to follow this Jill, you know, Valentine, one of the last remaining people in Raccoon City. Well, one of the last few to actually see all the crazy things going on. So there's also a multiplayer portion, which I guess is like Resistance. It's like a 1v4 thing. I don't know how alive that is. We're kind of focusing on just the... Wow, it just left that dude. Yeah, we're focusing on just the single player element of the experience when we're showing this off. So again, a little bit here and then jumping into the ray tracing for the most part, or well, biggest portion of this experience. And then finally the, you know, the 120 hertz at the end. But I think it looks fantastic. There's a great amount of detail here. Sometimes you gotta actually be able to shoot effectively, otherwise you're just gonna die tragically. And yeah, it's a pretty neat game. Now, obviously, I think there were some very valid sort of criticisms in regards to, like, a lot of stuff kind of not really fully being present, if that makes sense. So, you know, keep that in mind if you're a diehard, you know, original fan of this one. And it's also very much like a linear type of experience. They all kind of are, right? Move through the different environments and whatnot.
Stay back! Don't come any closer!
Hey, come on. There's a helicopter waiting to take you to safety.
What safety? I'm not going out there!
The parking garage isn't far.
You're just gonna starve to death in there, dude. Whatever, good luck. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I definitely think I could use some handgun ammo, don't you? Yeah, you probably do. Anyways, you're not only, like, trying to deal with, like, all of the zombies. There's also this giant menacing creature that is, you know, following you around as a good old pal. Just wants to see how you're doing. Ugh. Now, I know she wears this outfit because it's like, you know, it's pretty good for athleticism and stuff, but I think if there were zombies everywhere, I might try to put on some, like, more layers to help to try to prevent some bites, but, well, then again, I guess if they're biting, yeah, they're biting you, right? No, that's not good. He's really just thrown into the thick of things, eh? Okay, well, just gonna see if I can just sneak by these guys. Every bullet saved is a bullet saved. Okay, yeah, I'll just get in there. She really kicks ass, doesn't she? So I think with that, we are going to be switching over to showcasing the ray tracing mode, which I'm really excited to present. So this is the ray tracing mode. So we've got, again, a 4K resolution, then a 4K with the upscaling technique, with the ray tracing, which is supposed to be ray traced reflections and global illumination. Just keep in mind that not everything will apparently be fully reflective and whatnot, so you will see that kind of impact on different surfaces. But oh, look, our friend's here. It still is a really nice effect for realism. I think it might be kind of the way to go. You might notice that there are some performance hiccups here or there, but I think if you have VRR, it should kind of really smooth that out for you in almost all situations. And even if you don't, it still runs relatively fine, I would say. Like a car is going to do anything against this thing at like 2 feet away. Seriously, you wouldn't have enough time to get momentum going to actually like really do anything against this thing. Oh, so we're actually driving off of... Wow, that would be, that's concussion territory. Good thing we're like a superhero, basically. She really is just getting, like, thrown around off the bat here. Whoa. Does not give a damn. We still have quite a ways to go for fire technology in games, don't we? That looks menacing. Look who it is. Maybe you want to double tap that?
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you.
Carlos.
Get you someplace safe.
Maybe go stab it a few times, like, you know, just to make sure that it's gone. I mean, it just looks like it's slightly downed. It's like
I think we're in the clear.
got more to do.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here, where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter.
Yeah, like that's gonna work.
It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it.
Can't you tell this is an independent woman that kicks ass?
Oh, come on.
So here we go with some reflectionary things.
We're gonna have to go around.
Hey, what do you know
Little
about that
puddles. You know, you're gonna see that with lights. But yeah.
I've seen anything like it.
And mostly it's about like the lighting and the realism of the lighting that is the biggest impact when you go into the,
No thanks.
you know, the ray tracing effects on this one, I would say. It really does look spectacular.
I promise you're in good hands.
It's also very, it's like subtle effects, but subtle realism, which I think is important.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming?
I mean, I'm already along for the ride.
Come on, it's this way.
But you also notice just the little bits of like reflection kind of going on there. Sorry, it's just not like the best of spots, but there's not really too many areas where it's like, whoa, look how perfect the ray tracing is. You know what I mean? It's, you kind of get little hints here or there at stuff.
Hey, Captain. It's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna skip into the next segment here so we can show off more gameplay.
We need to get you geared up. Head up the street.
I need a weapon.
Find supplies there.
All right.
Shit, Captain. They really took a chunk out of you.
Yeah, they really took a chunk of him, all right. The exit? Just kidding.
Jill? It's me again. You topside yet?
Working on it. So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power. I'll navigate you to the substation once you hit the main road.
Copy that. Let's do this fast.
I feel like some of the tough dudes could have maybe got this job all done. I want to use the combat knife to break the box open.
It almost looks like I could get this working if I plug in the right... whatever it is.
And of course, a little bit of a save going on. Always a smart thing to do. I'm just surprised there's still people in the city.
More survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
I believe they call that a headshot. How convenient that there's ammo just sitting right there for me. I'll take it though. Oh good, everybody's dead. But you can see again, like, as we move through the open world, there's like, you know, bits of it used here or there. But I do think it is a good effect to try and see if you maybe like it. It would probably be perhaps my default go-to, but I do love the 120 FPS option. The fluidity and stuff's fantastic.
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation.
Gotta put this out.
We need some sort of hose type thing to use. Now the zombies, they really want to get in there, don't they? I feel like those are very ineffective tools for blocking out the undead. Look at the lighting effects and stuff. So cool. That was a lot of wastes of bullets. Like, I was saving bullets really well. And then this guy... Oh, now you're dead? Alright. Oh. Thanks for making me waste so much of my ammo. You can see little bits of the effect kind of going on here with some of the water-soaked areas. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, come on. Alright, well, I give up on that. Do we have, yeah, blah, 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 map. Yeah. Mixing some of that herb. Oh, you know what's up. Yeah, I can't help but feel like I've got a bad feeling about this whole situation. Yeah, give me some of that herb. I love how you just like eat and like plants are like your healing thing in this series. Right in the ass. Are you kidding me? How? What? Unbelievable. Anyways, that's just hopefully gives you a little bit of a taste of the ray tracing that's in effect here, and the 120 hertz, or well, the 120 FPS is really, really cool to see in action, and we're going to be flipping over to that. So yeah, this is the Resident Evil 3 120 hertz mode, so 120 FPS gameplay, and yeah, it's very, very fluid. So you select the option from the graphics, you have to turn off the ray tracing, and then you get the high frame rate mode. So it's targeting 120 FPS. It, you know, actually gets pretty up there and close to it, and it feels very next-gen that this is a sort of option that is present. Oh, looking good, looking great. So, yeah, anyways, we drop the ray tracing, we still get the 4K, like the native 4K sort of target, but it is also, I believe, a checkerboard type of reconstruction and whatnot, but it still looks absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's just that next generation fluidity that is really, really cool to see in this type of game, because typically story-based experiences don't get high frame rate modes, and we're starting to see a few here or there that aim to do so, and I think it's fantastic. It really does feel and look really good. Just keep in mind that on YouTube, you know, it doesn't display 120 yet. I can't record at 120, so it's mostly me playing at it and then recording and then kind of talking about what we get here gameplay-wise. So we're going to go ahead and just skip that segment and then get back into regular action and whatnot. So these remakes, these redos, I guess you would say, of the Resident Evil games really do have a nice quality of detail within the environment. And it's nice to see that,
3 more days.
you know, despite all of that, it still really does give you that full scale feeling, that full scale experience, and now you can just enjoy it gameplay wise at a high frame rate. I think that's fantastic that we don't have to really sacrifice anything to get that. I think it's a great thing. And it just adds a lot to the immersiveness and the fluidity of the world that you are exploring and playing in. And it actually is a very well done effect there. The biggest thing though is like your reaction time, the realism of the scene in regards to fluidity. I think that adds a lot. Okay, so now we can finally get going out into the world. Who could that be? It's never anything good, is it? I don't know about you guys, but I've always got a bad feeling about things.
Hello?
Jill, are you okay?
Brad, is that you?
Listen, you gotta get out of there.
What are you talking about?
I don't have time to explain. You gotta get out of there right now.
All right, let me grab my...
Whoa! Smooth. Wow, look what it is. I don't think your gun's gonna do a whole lot against this. Really? You think that's gonna stop that thing?
What the hell is that thing?
Sorry, I just... Oh, it just kills me. Oh, it's convenient that that door's open. But yeah, you get the full scope of the environments. And while it is a little bit more linear, to me it's still really genuinely impressive that they are pushing these boundaries. And I can't wait to see what a real, full, kind of next-gen Resident Evil game has to offer. Because if they're pushing for this on these slightly older ones, it's really, I don't know, because obviously we had Village, but, you know, it's a bit more cross-gen, right? Ooh, good shot right there. Literally blown through it's just like everything hits a lot harder at the higher frame rate. Like it's so smooth that it feels like a real natural kind of movement. This thing is relentless. I'll actually stop it for about 30 seconds.
Jill? Over here!
Brad,
You okay?
what was that thing?
Damned if I know. But right now it's got a hard-on for the only 2 stars left in town. You and me. I'm not sticking around. Just look around you. The longer we wait, the more screwed we are.
How did this all happen so fast?
I don't know.